What do you know about pharmacy? How about Pharmacy Week 2020?
Hi, I'm Kadisha Watkins. I'm here with Judah Vision Media, and today we're talking with Dr. Ernestine Watson. She's the president of the Pharmaceutical Society of Jamaica and owner of Everybody's Pharmacy. Dr. Watson, it's such a pleasure to be speaking with you
A
today.
pleasure to speak with you too, Kadisha.
Wonderful. Talk to us about Pharmacy Week 2020.
Okay, so Pharmacy Week 2020 is a virtual version. It's not taking the same pattern that it would normally take. We would normally have activities such as health fairs, induction ceremonies, etc. But this year we have to adhere to the COVID protocol. So we have adapted. We are going to start on the 14th with a church service at the Seventh Day Adventist Church in Saint Catherine, and we are then most of the pharmacies and some health centers are having activities such as patient outreach, counseling. We are going social media, so a lot of the activities are going to be happening on social media. We are having a few continuing education. So on Sunday, we are going to be having the Grace Allen Young Memorial Lecture, and that's going to be on Sunday between, I think it's 5 o'clock, and that's going to be virtual. And on the 19th, we are going to be having the UTech is going to be having a continuing education dealing with oncology and the oncology pharmacists. We end the week with activities from various pharmacies. We are also having the diabetes month. So a lot of the pharmacies are going to be focusing on diabetes. We at Everybody's Pharmacy, we are going to be having our usual outreach and giveaways.
Sounds very fantastic. Now, you mentioned virtual. The entire world has gone virtual because of COVID-19. And so I know that the pharmacy industry would have been on the front lines of this pandemic here in Jamaica. What's it been like?
Well, it has been really adapting, pivoting. You know the term. We have to all pivot, and but the pharmaceutical industry, we are very quick. We are agile. So from day one, we have been observing protocols. You enter a pharmacy, although we are not wearing our masks now, our masks are in our pockets, but you would not be allowed to enter the pharmacy without a mask. We hand sanitize. Some pharmacies actually have water stations, right? And we maintain the distancing. So from day one, and education, we have been educating our patients and trying to reach out to them, social media and otherwise, on ways to protect themselves and to protect their loved ones from contracting the COVID. So the key is education, knowledge, and commitment to go through.
Sounds fantastic. Education, as you were just stressing a while ago. Talk to us a little bit more about the conference that's coming up. I know you mentioned some of the activities you'll be doing, so let's go a little bit more into that.
Okay, so the conference we are looking at is going to be on the 27th to the 29th of November, and it's virtual. So everything is going to be online. We are going to be having our topics such as mental health, dealing with COVID-19, the impact on mental health. We are going to be looking at geriatrics, how you assess, because of course, you know, the geriatric patient is going to be affected. And so assessing, preventing falls, looking at stroke prevention is going to be a part. We are also going to be looking at emotional intelligence management. How do you manage your business in these COVID times? Because as you know, pharmacy, it's science, but we are also, a lot of us are involved directly in business.
So it sounds like a jam-packed week, and I can imagine that that's been so much hard work because we have learned, Dr. Watson, that you are coming to the end of your term as president of the Pharmaceutical Society of Jamaica. What's the journey been like for you?
Well, it has been a wonderful ride, a hard ride, but a wonderful ride, a learning experience. We were able to, I believe that I gave my best, and I think that, I was able to achieve quite a bit of my objectives when I started. One of the major things that we wanted to do was to improve, to get the medication therapy management started, where pharmacists are involved in practicing medication therapy management. And we were able to get cooperation with the National Health Fund, and we trained a number of pharmacists who will be a part of the research. Now, this research is one of the biggest pharmacist-led research in the Caribbean on medication therapy management. We of course, COVID gave us another setback, so we have completed the pilot, but we are going to be having the actual start date for April of next year. Research was a big thing. Continued education development. We were able to train in association with Dr. Reddy's pharmacists on emotional intelligence and simply improving your customer care and how you interact with your customers. In addition, COVID-19 gave us the opportunity to assist. So we had the COVID care, where we were able to use our network and collect items and funds to redistribute to persons who may be in need. So we were able to assist persons living with disabilities, Pringles Home, St. Monica's Home, Kellett's High School. They were all recipients, because our pharmacists and their patients who could afford gave, and we were able to help to distribute. Now, there was some disappointment. One of the major disappointments was the fact that we were unable to complete the development of the plans for the property at 41 Lady Musgrave Road.
So it sounds like a vibrant and impactful term that you've had, Dr. Watson. And we just want to say congratulations to you and to wish you all the very best on your endeavors here on after. Let's get back to talking a little bit more about what the public can expect from Pharmacy Week, even those who will be coming here to the pharmacy, everybody's pharmacy.
Okay, so most of the pharmacies, we are going to be doing things like patient counseling, diabetes education. This month, November month, is Diabetes Month, and the 14th is World Diabetes Day. So we will be doing a lot of education, living with diabetes. But in addition to that, looking at asking the patients, to call if they have any concerns, they can come in. We do brown bagging, bring in your medications. We will do drug reviews. And at Everybody's Pharmacy, we are planning, as usual, our giveaways. And we just want to say thank you to all our customers who have been with us over the years. And as usual, there are going to be surprises when you come in.
So there you have it. We have been talking with Dr. Ernestine Watson, the outgoing president of the Pharmaceutical Society of Jamaica and owner of Everybody's Pharmacy. We've looked at Pharmacy Week 2020, and we want to invite you to come on board and enjoy the offerings under the theme Pharmaceutical Care 5.0, creating a new frontier. We're on location at Everybody's Pharmacy right here in Crossroads, Jamaica. I'm talking with Miss Alexia Blake. She's part of the pharmaceutical team here at Everybody's Pharmacy. Alexia, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. And how are you?
I'm very well. You have been a pharmacist for a number of years. Tell us a little bit more about how long you've been a pharmacist and what's that been like for you?
Sure, I've been a pharmacist for almost 5 years now, and it has been very fulfilling. I absolutely love my job. I love my profession. It's very dynamic, and I'm excited to see what more holds.
Wonderful. Talk to us, just walk us through a typical day in the life of a pharmacist, some of the everyday activities.
Okay, sure. A typical day at the pharmacy includes simple dispensing, compounding, trying to find the most appropriate therapy for each patient, because you don't have a cookie cutter therapy for just one patient. Everything is very specific. And we pride ourselves that here at Everybody's. We try and go a little bit above and beyond to try and meet each patient at their individual need.
Right. What's it been like being on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic as a pharmacist?
I would have to say it really forces us as pharmacists to be more creative in our thinking as to how we reach each patient. With COVID, we have so many different guidelines as to how we dispense and how we ensure that we deliver each person's medication. So we tend to care specifically or a little bit more for our elderly because they can't necessarily leave their house
Yes.
during COVID because of the restrictions. So we really try and meet them at their needs, meet them at their home at a location that we know that they can be able to receive the medication, give proper counseling. So we do strive to do that.
It's been going above and beyond and just taking care of people. And that's something that's been very important right here in the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, Alexia, we want to say a big thank you and to salute yourself, all pharmaceutical and healthcare workers, for being on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm Kadisha Watkins, and we're here on location at Everybody's Pharmacy. It's been a pleasure talking with you.